Alright, this is Calibos, and we're playing Enigmatica 2. Sorry, just because we're playing it doesn't mean I can say it. So at this point, we're working on the halitosis generator. It's one of the last few generators that we need from extra utilities. So that should complete and open up the last quest in here, which should be the rainbow generator. So to make a rainbow generator, it comes in two parts. So we're going to have to, I don't even know what rainbow stone is. Requires an active rainbow generator. I'm so glad it doesn't actually require that. So we'll have to make the two parts. Draconic flux capacitor, which is terrible. Ultimate speed upgrades, which is kind of exciting, which is going to require all of these. But most of all, we're going to need to make these. So that's the bottom half, and that's the top half. So that one, we're going to require one more furnace generator. And there we go. So now all we need is the rest of this stuff. So let's start with the 4 opinium cores. Good. So that's going to require coarse fruit, emeralds. So each one of these requires 2 of these. So now we require 8, which requires 16, which requires 32, which requires 64, which requires this. So we need 64 of these, which works out to 256 of this. So we need to take 4 stacks of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and feed it through this resonator, which is going to take approximately 1,000,000 years. Okay, maybe not that long, but it's going to be exciting. So let's get some item ducts, and we'll just kind of like feed this through. We get 2 of them. We don't need the hopper. Chest of some sort. Got a diamond chest. I guess we can make one. So pop the chest down. Item transport. Item transport. So we want to eject from here. And we want to pull from here. So whitelist the coal. Enable. So there we go. We want to pull. Whitelist this. Turn off that. And now eventually, yeah. So this is going to slowly work its way through. So eventually we'll have those. So what other ingredients do we need? So we need iron blocks. We're going to need, what did I said, 64. And we need blocks, not So 1 stack of these. So rainbow generator. So we're going to need 4 16 blocks of emeralds. Hopefully that's just it. So 16 blocks of emeralds. Oh, something popped up very weirdly. Nothing died horribly. We're going to need coarse fruit, but we're going to need, ooh, a lot of emeralds. So let's get all of these out. And then we're also going to need diamond blocks. Probably won't need more than a stack, maybe-ish, I hope. Oh gosh, this is going to take forever. So what else do we need for the rainbow generator? Coarse fruit, or coarse flour. We're going to need 4 of them, so 4 coarse flours. I've actually got some in here. We can grow more if we want, which if it requires more, we will do so. They don't grow super fast. Well, maybe, do you think maybe we could put them in the, whatchamacallit? So we're going to need blocks of gold, quite a lot, probably 2 stacks. Alright, 1, 2. And I'm just kind of like spitballing the numbers here. Honestly, what I could do is we could simply put this into the thing and like each recipe and teach it. So we're probably going to need, I don't know, 4 stacks of blocks of iron. And we'll check the last little bit of stuff for this. Okay, so that's probably all of those. Now we need to look at the ultimate upgrade, speed upgrades here. So we're going to need a bunch of drops of evil. We're also going to need some evil infused iron ingots, which is made from nether stars, which is kind of awkward. So what else do we have here? Okay, that we're probably going to have to get into draconic for that. This we might actually be able to make. Yeah, we can totally make these. So we need 2 of these, which needs 2 of these, which needs 2 of these. Do we have any upgrades in here? Alright, so we're going to have to make those from scratch, and we're going to have to wait for this to be done a bit. So we'll leave this processing, and then we'll play with it some more. We'll do that in a little bit. But clearly we're going to need nether stars. So let's go ahead and wander into this place. And this is where I'm going to build a nether star farm. So I've basically built all of the things that I think I'm going to need. I can put this away for now, I guess. I think this is what I'm going to need. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hop back out for a second. I'm going to have to do a thing. How many mills do we have in here? So we've got a dragon egg mill and a manual mill. So let's look at fire mill. Do we have the ingredients for this? Oh, do we not have these? Oh, we got a bunch of these. Oops, 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 oops. I want to. So let's get some netherrack. 1, 2. Let's get some flint steel. Alright, so let's hop into the generator section. And I did actually take a minute to set up all of this stuff. As far as alright, there we go. We can have some flight back. Yeah, I basically went through. Seriously, is it just going to eat all of my power? Alright, let's make 2 more. Alright, we can do this. 1, 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're out of sticks. Of course we're out of sticks. Redstone torch. I'll tell you a secret. I actually can... I never taught it how to make sticks. I'm very embarrassed. So let's pretend we want to make sticks. We'll pop that in here. That, by the way, I still need to make a bunch of speed upgrades. Did I make those? Acceleration cards. I did not. But either way, I should be able to make the redstone torches now. Heck, I should actually be able to do it in the power thing. I don't even know why I came out here. When I have some spare dragon eggs, I'm not sure if that's a redstone. Told to make 3, thank you. Fire mill. Alright, so we'll grab both of these. We'll grab some netherrack again. Can't believe I was short. Alright, I'm just gonna put one on the ascend and one over there. Fire mill, burn. Fire mill, burn. Alright. So, now do we have enough for our wither farm? Okay, great. So, I have the idea that I want it set up kind of like this. If we use it in the corner, we do not want the wither glitching through. So, when it builds it, we need to do this. So that should be fine. We're going to need a wither builder. Now, I seem to recall there was an issue with facing for this. So, perfect. Let's move it over one. Like I discovered that it faces only one direction. So yeah, it only faced the one direction, and I basically had to rebuild it to work. So yes, I did actually practice with this to make sure that it wasn't going to be a horrible embarrassment. I had some difficulty with the mob crusher, actually, and I discovered that it only works a specific way. So we want to put the mob crusher, I think it faces that way. Yeah, perfect. And in my mind, it's very important to have the wither dust blocks between everything, because if you don't, it all gets blown up, and that can be very awkward. So another thing I discovered was that it only killed it with the speed upgrades. So now it actually will kill them. Did I throw some retrievers in here? I don't remember. I don't have any retrievers. Do I have a retriever? Two retrievers. Retriever? Sweet. So, we want to put an item duct here. Item duct there. We want to put a retriever, and we're going to whitelist stuff, and then we're going to put a retriever, and we're going to whitelist stuff. So since this builds it, we're going to whitelist wither skulls, and we're going to whitelist soul sand. Now, one of the things that I'm probably going to do in the background is I'm going to set up a recipe for soul sand. Now, we're not as worried about withers right now, and I don't really particularly care that it makes all of this extra space. Just that it's there. So, you know, whatever. We can turn that off and turn that off. We'll save on some FPS. So now what's going to happen is we have the flux ducts coming down, and I don't want the wither. If the withers touch anything, they break it. So I'm not super excited about. Okay, so that should give this power, and that should give this power. So that should be fine. Let's see, and this is a essence, right? So now we need a fluid duct, and we're just going to pump that in there with a servo. Have it go all the time. So now any essence that it captures is going to go in here, which goes to our wither generator. So that's going to be pretty cool. This is, of course, going to give everything power, and this item duct will of course, give everything power too. So, mob crusher. Why did I put a retriever on a mob crusher? Ignore me, guys. I'm an idiot. So it's this one. And then we actually need a servo on this. So we ignore, so now it pulls everything out, and it's going to drop into 2 chests. So I'm going to have 1 chest here, and this is going to be our export So we want to put the other retriever here. And then we want to blacklist these two so that they don't get pulled out. We want to tell it to ignore. So it will pull. There are a couple of other drops that are going to appear, and we'll sort those as they happen. But I need another ender chest. I knew that. Ooh. Oops. Ender farm. Ender chest. Ender chest. So this is a black, black, black. Go ahead and make me one. Thank you very much. And so this one's going to be crafting withers. So I wish there was a listing. If I had been smart, I would have made a listing of what all the chests do what. So we'll make this one what? Withers are black. So we'll take a ink and gray. So 1, 2, and then we'll take a gray. Die. Okay. Tell you what, withers are now black, pink, black, because that's what they are now. Enjoy. That is our secret wither code. Okay, nothing in it. I don't use pink very often, so it's probably safe. So we'll put that there. So now what's going to happen is any overflow is going to go back into this chest. As well, the retriever here is going to pull out things that we need for wither parts, for example. So we'll get some extra skulls, we'll say, and then some soul sand. Now this is going to go very badly if I have screwed up, and we are about to find out. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. I'm not seeing anything. Retriever, item duct, servo, retriever. Oh, ignored. There's a wither. Please don't blow the box up. 3. Box intact. So I think that worked. So everything that is not soul sand and wither skulls goes into here, which drops it straight into the main system. I think that this was kind of unfortunate. We may need to make stronger fluid ducts. Because it totally didn't. Wow, I got 1,000? That's crazy. So what can we upgrade this to? Something firmer. Fluid duct. So these are the hardened ones. Let's see if the hardened ones work. Okay, we'll get that in a second. Oh wait, are we ready for this? Come on, don't blow up. Alright, export the things. Puts it into there. All right, so now it's fully automated. All we have to do is build another ender chest. And let's put that in here. So in order to make a recipe, we need an interface. All right, so we need one more ender chest. Ender chest. And then we're going to need some pink. Pink dye is going to be... please tell me we can make pink. Okay, and then 2 inks. 1, 2. So now it's a simple matter of we place the ender chest, make sure that the thing is empty, black, black, pink, still empty. We take the interface, ta-da, it'll pick up a channel in just a second. Then we go ahead and say pattern chest. So we want to make a pattern. We'll take some wither skulls. We'll say 2, 3. We'll take some soul sand. 2, 3, 4. The pattern is not specifically important in this. It's a matter of helping me remember what needs to be what. Okay, it doesn't make that many. So we take this pattern and then we do that. So now we hop back to our wither farm. We go to our terminal and we're like, man, it would really be cool if we had some nether stars. So we do this and we say we'll order 3 nether stars. We're gonna test our system here. Okay, so clearly our fluid ducts are not sturdy enough. These item ducts appear to be, though. So I'm going to upgrade these, but basically the system is done. So it was pretty simple. So these speed upgrades, like, it's a good idea to do it. Otherwise the mob crusher doesn't do enough damage to bypass the healing. So the speed upgrades are a must. They're not terribly complicated either. We're just talking about, you know, some paper and then some redstone and some gold gears. And then the second tier one is make an extra first tier one and put diamonds around it. It's the cheapest way to do it. Otherwise you're going to end up spending 4 diamonds. And usually gold is cheaper than diamonds, you know, depending on your mod pack. So yeah, I didn't need a range add-on this big. It was bronze. I happen to have a lot of it. I just kind of like picked it because I like the colors, which is kind of a thing, I guess. But yeah, that's it. This is going to be upgraded. I'll probably try for Signalum or something and see if that's sturdy enough. But system accomplished. We now have nether stars on demand. No big deal. Let's end this system this episode by doing a stupid thing. There we go, guys. So, yeah. I don't know if you can still hear me over the noise, but If you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. I hope you guys have a great night, and may your withers not blow up your fluid ducts. So, yeah.